Hello everybody, Bill Platt here, and I just wanted to have a real quick discussion with you today about keyword selection for your books. Now, I've got a bit to say on this subject. I'm going to try to keep the video to under 10 minutes. So if you're wondering, how do I come up with ideas for these videos? Well, I see people ask questions. And then from there, the questions inspire the videos. So if you want more videos, ask the right questions. Get me excited about answering a particular question. So today's question had to do with keywords. What keywords do we select for our books? And a very good point was made that sometimes she worries that the keywords she's selecting are the exact same keywords everybody else on the planet are selecting for their books. So therefore, it may not do her very good at all to use those particular keywords in her book descriptions or in her book listings. So what I want to talk to you about is selecting keywords. Now over here on this window here, I've got a tool I brought up. It's keywordtool.io. And you can see I just went in and said Google and journals and hit go, and it spit out some keywords for me to look at. Now, I don't buy tools like this because a lot of people get lost in the analysis. And I don't think it's important to get lost in the analysis. I will tell you why I say that. When back in 2005, 6, 7, and 8, I ran an SEO business and I got paid very well for that. But that was the time when Google was transitioning from being a same results for everybody to personalized search results. So now, if you go in and do a search in Google, the search results they deliver to you are based heavily on your previous activities on Google, what you've shown an interest in previously. So they customize the search to the individual. And when my customers started telling me, well, according to you, I have a number 2 ranking for this particular keyword in Google, but when I search, I'm 23. So that shows me that you're being dishonest with me. And I'm like, no, dude, that's not what I'm doing. I'm logging in. I'm not logging in as you, and I'm not logging in as me. I'm doing a generic non-logged in search on Google, and these are the search results I'm seeing. And they could not quantify the difference between what I was seeing and what they were seeing, so I got out of the business. I'm no longer in the business. I don't do SEO anymore. But I still know a lot about the subject. Now, here's the thing on that. One of the guys that had hired me to help him with his SEO, when he hired me, he sent me an Excel spreadsheet that had the most important keywords to his business. Now, I don't remember what his business was, but he was suffering from over-analysis problems. And so he kicked me a list of 25,000 keyword phrases that he wanted to rank his company for. And when I saw that, it just floored me. Because you're looking through the results, and he was smart enough to show the number of search queries made on that particular keyword during the course of a 30-day period. And for me, anyone, since he was dealing in a higher price business model, he really needed to pre-qualify his people a little bit better. Instead of doing generic, like Journals Walmart, that's very generic, okay? Instead of doing Journals Walmart, he needed to specialize to the keywords that his potential customers would type into Google. So he was offering a $500 service. He needed to automatically eliminate tire kickers in the process. You don't want to spend money to get people to go look at your book who are not actually interested in making a purchase, okay? So you want to focus on the people who actually have cash and are ready to spend and are ready to buy your services, and focus your efforts on those particular keywords. And he couldn't see that. He gave me the list of 25,000 keywords, and like 10,000 of those had one search a month. Those aren't keywords, those are accidents. Okay? Unless there are a lot of people doing a search for those keywords. Now, if, for example, if he was doing like Cincinnati tax attorney, now he could focus on tax attorney, but he could also focus on Cincinnati. Make it a localized search. But he was trying to attack the entire nation. And it just didn't work. And him and I did not work out. After I saw his list of 25,000 keywords, I refunded his money and told him to find somebody else to do his work for him. Because I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to play that game with him because he was too focused on all the wrong things. Okay? Does that make sense? The reason we use keywords in the context of Amazon with our books is for discoverability. Now, when I type in, we got the 5 keywords in CreateSpace. I believe it's 7 in KDP paperback. But those keywords are there to help people find our books. And the person who posted the question is probably absolutely right if she says that 2 of my keywords are journal and journals. Then it is right to assume that most everybody else on the planet are using those keywords also. So therefore, it's probably not necessary for you to use those keywords when listing your book. But each keyword, the way Amazon search works through the A9.com search engine, is that they are like a 2002 Google search result. Google's advanced well beyond where they were in 2002, but Amazon's still there in 2002. And so Amazon is looking at your title, your subtitle, your author name, your category, and the keywords you chose to determine what books to show to people who are searching on their website. Now, here's the thing. If you type in journal and journals, you cover both sides of the same coin. So you've got people looking for a journal, then your listing might come up. If somebody types instead journals, then you can also come up, because I don't believe that the Amazon A9 search engine is smart enough to distinguish that if somebody types in journal, that they're automatically going to link to a book that has journals in the keyword. See what I'm saying? So the plural matters. So you want to give a variety there. So what I do when I'm doing my keywords, I don't buy keyword lists. I look at the keyword list to get like a general consensus of what I need to be doing. When I'm looking at this list here, I got journals, journals Amazon, journal Star, journals Justin Bieber, journals for men, journals for women, journals Walmart. Most of these keywords are absolutely useless to us, okay? But if I do journals for men, for example, and then I do farming as one of my keywords, then when somebody types in farming journals for men into the Amazon search results, guess what they're going to find? They're going to find my book. Because I'm probably one of the very few people on Amazon that is using farming as a keyword and journals for men as a keyword. Another way we could look at that is weight loss for women. Weight loss journals for women. So one of my keywords would be weight loss. Another one of my keyword would be journals and journal and women. Okay? So now somebody types in weight loss journals for women, my book might come up. And if they type in weight loss journal for women, I might still come up. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to construct our keywords in such a way that we will appeal, we will be in that discoverability range. Because that's what it comes down to for us with the keywords that we choose, and then we place it in our title, our subtitle, and we place it in our keywords list, it comes down to discoverability. We want people who would want to buy our book to find our book so they can look at it, okay? If they look at it, there's a chance that they might buy. If they don't look at it, there's zero chance that they're going to buy, okay? So when we use the journal and journals, everybody on the planet's using those. And a good argument can be made for don't include them in your keywords. But the way I get around that is I put journal in the title. And then I put journals in the keyword. So I'm covering both bases. I'm covering the singular and the plural. But I'm doing it through two different elements in the book listing. And then I tried to figure out what kind of add-on keywords I can put in there to appeal to the people who might want to buy my particular journal. So the weight loss for women, that's a weight loss journal for women, or losing weight journal for women. Okay, so it's different. You got to put yourselves in the mind of your customer. What are people typing in to get what you're looking for? Now, one thing that's important to consider here is back when we were doing Google AdWords, and a lot of people still do Google AdWords, not knocking it, but with, they say that if you take your target keywords and you put them into Google and nobody's got an ad, there's probably a reason why nobody's buying ads on that particular keyword, because that keyword is not profitable, okay? You might assume, well, I'm the only one on the planet who's using this particular key phrase in Google, so I should get all the business in the world. But nobody, the people who have deeper pockets than you, have probably tried that keyword combination and figured out it doesn't work. It does not translate into sales. So they don't use it anymore. And when you go in there and you find that nobody's advertising on your particular keyword, then you should take that as a hint that that keyword combination is not going to work for you. So you don't want to do that. Now I'm using Google here in this keyword tool. The tool itself, the website itself, will also allow you to check on YouTube, Bing, Amazon, eBay, the App Store, and Instagram. And that is helpful to you. And it's important for us to look at both Google and Amazon. The clear difference between the two search engines is Google is where people go to discover new information, and Amazon is where they go to find products to buy. So ideally, you want to be positioned in both search engines for your target keywords. So the main thing is your book description is not used by the A9 search engine to determine the results, whether your book will appear in the search results. Google uses every word on the page, and they can't see the keywords. Keywords are Amazon only. Book description is Google only. So make sure you also include your target keywords in your book description so that Google people can find you. So we should target both search engines and give each search engine what they want. And we should give them the keywords they need to help them direct new customers to our book listing. Now, like I said before, almost everybody on the planet is using journal and journals in their keywords. And you can dismiss that and say, well, since everybody's doing that, I don't want to do that. But actually you do, because it's your add-on keywords that are going to make the difference for you. So you got journal in the title, and you got journals in the keyword, and then maybe you put for women in the title as well, journals for women. And then now you got 3 of your primary keywords covered. So when you say weight loss journals for women, you might even have that completely in your title, and then that allows you to utilize your keywords to expand your horizons a little bit. So maybe the title of your book is Weight Loss Journals for women. And then down in the keywords, you say journal. And then you've got 4 words on CreateSpace and 6 more on KDP paperback. And what you're going to want to do here is utilize other combinations of words that will allow you to reach customers that nobody else is trying to reach. So maybe you also target for young women. So you put young women as one of your keywords in your book listing. So up top in your title it says weight loss journal for women, but in your keywords you have young women. So that provides an alternate keyword search that people can utilize to find your book within Amazon. And then maybe you say for men as an alternate, or just men as an alternate keyword on your book listing. So now when somebody types in weight loss journals for men, your book still comes up, right? So what we're looking to do here is to combine the words in your title, the words in your subtitle, and the words in your keyword list to create as many varieties of keyword search results that we can possibly accomplish doing. And in doing so, that increases the likelihood of our books being found. And 90% of the battle of being sold, getting your books to sell on Amazon, is getting found. It's not our book description per se. Now, don't get me wrong, a good book description will sell a lot more books than a bad book description. But the main thing is here, we have to get found. We need to have our books discovered. And I refer to it as discoverability. So we have to do things that's going to increase the discoverability of our books on Amazon. And if we can do that, it might work out some of those variations like weight loss journals for young women. Maybe there's nobody else on Amazon competing for those key terms. So now when somebody types in weight loss journals for young women, only your book comes up. Well, guess who they're going to buy from? The only person offering them a book, right? So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you very much. My name is Bill Platt.